Man, I gotta tell you, the emotional reality of what's happening in Asheville has really only just started to hit me in the last couple days, and last night too, especially. I ended up just crying on my floor last night, being just like, holy shit, this is real, this is still happening, and this is gonna be happening for a long time. Like, there isn't a going back to normal, there's just what is now, and there's new, like new now. A lot of my favorite places are gone. The place where I used to work as a photographer for years and I had a photo studio, totally destroyed. Friends with businesses and houses and cars destroyed, and like some of my favorite places are destroyed. And even like, I'm lucky, like my house is still standing. I'm personally injury free, but there's a lot of people whose houses are just gone, and it's just like, it's a total head fuck of everything. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who reached out via email and messenger to send your wishes that you knew that I lived in Asheville. And if you don't know, I live in Asheville. And right now I'm in my property next to what was my favorite old, at least 150-year-old oak tree that had huge branches that leaned over, where we had a little fire pit and a swing on it. And I have tree grief that I haven't even been able to feel yet. When the hurricane happened, I was actually out in California at a somatic learning retreat, and it was a really challenging experience, and all I wanted to do was come home, and my family and other people were like, Taylor, just don't go back to Asheville, it's fucked. But that's like, as soon as I could get back here, it's what I wanted to do. And when I got back, I just started like going into action mode and chainsawing all kinds of shit and going out to help different people here and there, and then like dealing with my own personal challenges along the way and my own challenges at my house, and feeling like I should have done more, but I'm doing a lot and now I'm tired, and like all this guilt, like, well, my house isn't destroyed, but my next door neighbor's house is destroyed and they almost died, and somehow they just survived because the woman had the intuition to get out of their bed just a couple minutes before a gigantic oak tree fell and completely destroyed their bedroom and their house and their bed all the way down to the ground. It's just fucking crazy. And yeah, I'm just actually starting to feel the emotions of it. You know, I was in such action, go, go, go mode that I didn't have the time or the space to feel, but it sucks. Like, there's this part of people, and I recognized it in myself when I heard the storm was coming, that's like, oh, maybe some wild shit's gonna happen. And I know a lot of people felt that way, like, oh, nothing's gonna happen, but maybe if it does, maybe it's gonna be fucking crazy. But like, here we are a month afterwards and it's still crazy. And ultimately it's really sad. Like, and a lot of people are leaving Asheville, and you just walk around and things just feel different. Like, trees are down everywhere, power lines are still down everywhere. You see houses that are just like fucked and done. There's notices on houses that say like unsafe for inhabitants or whatever the verbiage is, you know. There's like, it's a disaster zone. It's a disaster zone. Then you drive through places like the River Arts District or Swannanoa or Barnersville or any of the like the regional towns or mini cities that have been fucked, and it's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot, you know. And you see all the videos on the news and all over social media, and it's one thing to like, I've watched disasters happen other places, and I've gone to do disaster cleanup. Like, after Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, I went down multiple times to help there. But it was like, it wasn't personal like it is right now. Like, these are my friends, these are my family, this is my backyard, this is my house, this is where I've lived for 20 years, you know? So it's just a trip. And I want to be real and say that like my emotional state hasn't been the best during this time, and like, I've gotten into bad habits again with my phone usage, with social media usage, with just like checking out and not being so intentional with my time, like working really hard and eating shitty food. And I've just like felt more down than usual. And I led a live call for one of my courses this week, and felt the impact of all of this on my system. And then I looked back at the other same live call that I led in this course earlier in this year, and it was just a useful reflection for me, because earlier this year, like, I had a different sort of vibrance, you know, that I don't have right now because I've just been in this for weeks. And it was a useful reflection to just see like, oh, I'm feeling things. Like, I'm not 100% okay, you know? Like, yes, I'm okay, but like internally, it's just a lot. It's a lot to deal with here. And my partner and I, we had some time here on our land this past weekend and just walked around and just sat here and just both just had some tears too. And we're just like, God, this is a fucking disaster zone. Like, it doesn't feel like the same home anymore. Like, this is, again, my favorite tree. There's trees down all around my house. 13 trees fell right around my house, and big ass trees too. Somehow, miraculously, none of them landed on my house, but they pulled up a water line, and my entire yard is just filled with downed trees. And again, I'm lucky, but it's still like, there's still an impact there. You know, there's still an impact there. We don't have the same privacy. We don't have the same feeling of just being with old trees. And again, like, there's this part of me when I say that just kind of hurts and feels a little bit guilty, because I'm like, well, other people had their homes destroyed, you know? And I think there's that whole survivor's guilt thing is real. So I'm just working with that, and I'm making this video because I just wanted to share what's up for me, you know? And a lot of people have reached out and asked, and this is what's up. And there's a part of me that feels hurt and sad and just bummed about it all, and bummed about my friends who might have to leave because their jobs as artists or performing people, like, there's that industry is just on pause now, you know, indefinitely. And yeah. Also, because I believe maybe later today or tomorrow, like, I'm gonna put out a couple of videos that I filmed before the hurricane. And I wanted to have something in here to just like speak to this experience, just to be real, because this is a massive experience. It's like hopefully once in a lifetime experience. And I've sent some emails about it out to my email list, but yeah, it's gonna be a long road here to create a new normal. And it's, you know, at the same time as all that hardship's happening, it's also been incredibly beautiful to be here, to be part of this experience, to collaborate with people, to feel like everybody coming together from different walks of life, from different political beliefs, from different spiritual, religious beliefs, and everybody's like been here on the mission, like, how can we help? How can we make shit better? And it's been wild to experience that while at the same time being in an election cycle. Like, I haven't gotten into political conversations with anybody while we're doing this cleanup survival work, and it's been fucking awesome. Like, we're just here on a mission as a community helping each other. That's been a beautiful thing. Seeing people just constantly like going out of their way. What can I do to help? What can I do to help? Who needs supplies? Who needs chainsaw work? Where does a generator need to go? Like, that's been awesome. And I recognize that work is going to need to be done for a long time into the future too. So, yeah, what a fucking trip. So intense. So intense. And people need beauty too. Like, so the band that I play in, I play in a live music ecstatic dance band. We were asked to play at a concert experience dance thing maybe a week or two after the hurricane happened. And because people need soul, people need life, people need music, even when all this bad shit is going down, you know? So like, there are a variety of different ways to help creating art, digging out mud for people's places, chainsawing. I don't think Asheville needs supplies anymore, but people need financial donations, like big time. People need money here. And so there's a lot of different resources and ways you can help with that. And yeah, just thanks for watching. I'm totally open to answering any questions you might have about what life has been like here. Just let me know in a comment below. And again, my intention for this video wasn't to show you a bunch of dramatic footage. It was just to share my own personal experience because different people have asked. And yeah, I will say I do have the support that I need. I've got good friends. I've got a good men's group. I'm going to go see a therapist again, just as like, because yeah, people need help. I need support. I need support navigating this shit, you know? And yeah, so thanks for listening. Hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are. And if you're not in the middle of a disaster zone, like, please take a moment to just look around you and marvel at the wonder of the world. Like, shit can change like that. than it did here. But we're gonna keep on keeping on and hopefully make it better. All right, I'll see you next time.